Yo, what's good, everybody? Salute, salute, salute. We in the building. Knicks Real Talk. It's the pregame show. Divine Shot Powers. Knicks versus the Washington Wizards down in the nation's capital today. Ladies and gentlemen, after we're not in the studio today, I'm on travel, not abroad, so obviously I'm not going to be able to do the intro and all that good stuff today, just due to the fact of I'm working off my tablet and all that stuff, man. But we here. My man Shot Powers here. We're going to talk about this Knicks and Washington thing, man, and this is the last game of the preseason, ladies and gentlemen. Then Tuesday, Knicks and Beantown, opening night, and everything should be fun. I'm ready to get it popping. It's going to be crazy. Knicks basketball is back for the official start of the season on Tuesday. Let's get it, man. But in the meantime, salute to everybody out there, man. I hope everybody doing well. You in the building with us, man. Like I said, sorry for the little inconvenience tonight. As you can see, my Shot Powers dripped up on the screen. I'm not, because I'm not working off my computer and everything at the studio. But anyway, let me bring in my partner in crime so we can get this thing popping. Shot Powers, what's good, my man?
Salute to you, Divine. Salute to the family in the chat. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Salute to the chat. That's where it's at, man. Everybody in the building. Man, big task at hand. My brother, what's good with you, man? Salute to you, my man. Darren, what's good with you, my man, as well. Salute to all you guys, man. Thank y'all for coming in. Nostalgic, my brother, what's popping? Salute to you as well, man. Listen, man, it's the last pregame, ladies and gentlemen. Knicks and Washington Wizards. Then the real games begin, like I said, man, on Tuesday. I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a fun season. It's going to be live. Got a lot of stuff to talk about, man. You know, what shot me last week, last game, Shot Powers. Tom Thibodeau threw the bench out there. I did not see that coming by a long shot. You know what I mean? So they brought the bench in. The young guys got to get some burn. Haka Purdy had it popping. Tyler Kolek dropping dimes all over the place. You know, they guys had it going, man. My man, Pacome Dadier was doing his thing, man. 16 in the second quarter. He was just lighting it up, man. So it was good to see, man. I'm glad, you know, that's interesting, Shot Power. You never see Tibbs rest started, but to see Tibbs rest them starters showed me that he know that this season is going to be that important to keep them guys healthy. So I was glad that he sat them out that game. I don't know if they're going to play tonight or not. Carter, he said the starters are out again. So, you know, even though on my itinerary, when I drop it, I got the starters in there. But I'm glad Coach said the starters out again. That's what it do. Say them cats, because the big thing starts, man, and the next Tuesday, and we want to be ready for it. But overall, man, I'm glad to be in the building with you guys as always, man, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm actually up here in Pennsylvania near Philly with my family, and so you know I'm in the city of brotherly love, you know, and all that stuff. So they gonna hope I'll be in here soon when we get down here and get it popping. But Shot Power, what you think about that past game, man? Let's get into the thoughts of the last game and all that stuff. Because I thought playing them young guys was real interesting. I've seen a lot of good things. Haka Purdy, uber aggressive. He was slamming on people left and right. Daddy A had it popping, and my man Kolek is just Kolek. Obviously, we lost my man Randy Shannon. I hope we get to recover and be back before the playoffs or whatever the case may be. I don't know if his was more severe than Julius Randle's was, so we had to see. But he looked like he said he determined to get back in this thing, man. But what's your thoughts from the last game you've seen the past day?
Yeah, man, the Knicks looked great, man. They played basketball. The second unit is a bona fide team. The second unit went up against a starting unit in the NBA and contested, did everything that they needed to do, and that was one of the best things that Tom Thibodeau did. He left the guys on the bench and let the second unit and the third unit figure it out. And boy, oh boy, did these guys figure it out. We have some things on the Knicks. And I don't know how they're going to do it or what they're going to do. It is so unfortunate for Larry Shannon, who was probably going to get a starting position job, you know, in that second unit, to get injured. But as Tom Thibodeau, and as we know from last year, the next man up. And I mean, I think he is maybe guaranteed $15,000. But I don't know if he's going to come back. It looks like his shoulder was popped out. And I'm pretty sure the same stuff that we were talking about Julius Randle, we'll be talking about Larry Shannon. Did he tear the labrum? Did he tear the cuff? Is the cuff stretched out, or is it torn? Did he abruptly scar the labia and all these other things that we all talked about with Julius Randle? And if he did, even if he didn't, he's looking at 8 weeks, 12 weeks before they could pop it back in, and he could be maybe back to moving around. I think it was the right arm. I think he's right. What was it? No, it was the left arm, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I mean, we'll see what happens. You know what I mean? I'm no doctor, nothing like that, but I don't think we may see Shamif back again. I don't know what they may do. Maybe like we talked in the background, maybe they sign him to the IL, the injury reserve, and put him on the bench until we get better. But I don't know. You know what I mean? They have to do something because they cannot go into the season starting with 13 players. They need at least 14 players on the roster.
Mm-hmm.
So that is something to be looked at. The big thing they were talking about was that they were going to um, bring up one of the guys from the G League. If it's Hawker Party, which played awesome last game. They McCullough. I don't know if they're going to do McCullough or if it's going to be Toppin. I mean, and salute to Battier, man. Like you said, Battier. He came out and it was like scorched earth with him. Knocking down 3-pointers, playing up front defense, playing defense, going to the basket. Because that's a well-looked game, man. I'm happy to see it.
Yeah, real talk. And I'm with a lot of guys that chat and read a lot of comments. Salute everybody, man. Big Taz, my man. Decade was popping. Coach was good. You already know. And everybody in the building, man. Thank y'all for coming in. Well, I seen some interesting things, and what is going to be interesting to me now that I do think that Landry Shamet was going to crack that rotation. I do think you're right, Dwayne. That's a good point. You got TJ Warren there, and I'm glad you brought that up, Darren, because I didn't even think about that. They might get him and let TJ Warren get a pop. He's a veteran, been around the league and scored with the best of them. He's another guy that might get signed to that thing, but I'm hoping they sign Landry Shamet. I hope they don't let him go because he got injured. I think Landry Shamet deserves to be a Knick this year. Sign him, let him hopefully be able to get healed up and get back for the playoffs. That he was playing some good basketball for the New York Knicks. I like his energy and everything, man. Obviously, he could shoot the ball well. His defense was on point. He was getting to the basket more than I respect. I never thought that he was getting to the basket the way he did. So I think he could have been a major part of this thing moving forward. So if they find him and they keep him, that's fine. And and I think they should. And I think Leon Rosen will do that. I think they're gonna sign him just out of respect that listen, man. You came in here, earned the right to play basketball for the New York Knicks and shit. You even then and cracked the rotation. So let's see if they do that, man. Yeah, that's true, Coach. You're right. I'm wondering will they do that, Coach, if they don't sign somebody else, get them before them, or you think Landry Shamet say I just wait to go back to the Knicks? So I'm glad you brought that up so they could work either way. But that's true. You can let them go and pick them up later. That makes a lot of sense as well. And I think that's something that they might have to look at. But knowing the way this franchise operating, because knowing that Tibbs is not going to go 15 deep anyway, sign him. He ain't going to play. He just be on in the reserve. And then it'll give guys like Daddy I think it's a blessing in disguise almost because being that he got injured, that means guys like Daddy or Kolick or whoever might get a chance to get some minutes and make an impact on the Knicks. So I like Daddy side. I know he's young, but I think because he played in a professional league, he understands the nuances of the game. I think you just never know. I don't know too much about McCullough Jr., so it's hard to really say. I've never seen him play in the NBA. I've seen him in college. He's like a Marcus Smart on the defense side of the ball. I can tell you that much. That cat can defend with the best of McCullough. So I think Knicks got a lot of good options. And from what we seen the other night, I think they're in a good situation. No matter what, I do think that they'll be fine. And I just think that the way they played the Hornets, the young guys played in that Hornet game, really showed me a lot, Shot Powell. It showed me that on any given night, you got guys who can go in there and step their game up and play for the Knicks, man. I think that was real impressive, man. We super deep, and I love everything about it. So let's see how Tibbs do tonight, man. He's gonna run the same guys out there, and let them do what they got to do and get their feet wet and continue their growth because we're gonna need them. And I think this year gonna be a little different. I think you're gonna see a little bit more of these guys and less of these guys. I think the Tibbs know that. he grows as the coach as well. He's gonna like, I'm not gonna burn these guys out this year. I got a deep team. I don't have to burn these guys out. I get good leads. I get comfortable leads. I can take all my starters out, put these young guys in there. And all that's gonna do is get them rhythms throughout the course of the year. A la Deuce McBride, like he was. You know what I mean? Just give him some rhythm through the course of the year, and just in case something happens in the playoffs, one of them guys won't feel like they didn't have enough rhythm. Yeah, they'd be ready, man. So I'm really looking forward to that, man. But tonight, I'm looking for the same output. They down there in Washington, not at the home front. But if they win tonight, they went undefeated in the preseason, and that's pretty good. But I just want to see the guys continue to grow, continue to learn Knicks basketball, learn under the tutelage of Tom Thibodeau and Mark Bryan and Maurice Cheeks and all these guys, and get ready for the season, man. It's going to be an 82-game long season. And I want these guys to be ready because I think they special. Kolek is special. I don't know how they're gonna do that long term, and he's gonna be the backup point guard for the Knicks for a while. And I think if Campaign keep playing the way he played, they might re-sign him that next year. But I think Kolek definitely gonna have a spot on the Knicks roster, backing up Jalen Brunson in the next couple of years. So let's see how they do tonight, man. I hope they go out there and pop tonight, ladies and gentlemen. If they pop tonight and they do well, it just bodes well going into the season next week. For the New York Knicks. So we got one of the better starting fives in the NBA, ladies and gentlemen. So knowing that we also got a good bench the way we do, and salute to my man Precious Achua. Precious Achua was banging on them cats the other day, man. Him and Haka Purdy was banging on them dudes, man. Big Tash, you know what, man? That's another option with Marcus Morris, I meant to say. Do we want to come back after, the Knicks didn't sign him after they got Cat? Let's see how the feelings play about this thing, because he might be feeling some type of way when he was on that Exhibit 9 already, but when they signed Cat, they let him go. I don't know what his mind state is, but I would not mind having Mook Morris back. Good, savvy veteran enforcer, could knock the ball down from outside. Got a lot of grit with him, man. We need guys like that, so I wouldn't be opposed to that for sure. Big task. Did they bring Marcus Morris back? Do he want to come back, Shot Howard? And that's something that you got to look at. But other than that, if they don't sign him, I still think we got some pretty good guys on that roster that can fill up these voids until everybody get there.
Yeah, Knicks got to make some decisions. You know what I mean? There's some names out there and stuff like that, and we still can bring up some of our guys from our G League. And with the limited amount of money that we have right now, that's why I don't think they're not gonna sign Shaman. I think they may let him go. But I don't know. I don't know. They still have now with Shaman not in the line of his 12 players. You know what I mean? It's like 12 players. You know what I mean? And now we got to bring up 2 more players. And the easy way of doing it is bringing up your 2 G League guys and signing them to a contract, $1.5 million a piece. If I'm not mistaken, I think we only have 3.4. I think it was almost $3.5 million. So that's what they got to think about for them and for follow the money. It's all about that with them. You know what I mean? They love Shaman. I know they love Shaman. He was getting mad burn, and he was playing better defense and knocking down key shots when he needed to. But it's about that money, man. Will they sign him and put him on the injury reserve and bring up one of the guys from the G League? I don't know. Sound good. If he's still going to take that $2 million. Mook, I don't know if he's going to come here because he probably wanted more. Oh, he's probably going to want more. He's probably going to want $3-4 million or something like that. We ain't got that. You know what I mean? If he's willing to take a $2 million deal for one season, then Shaman is out of here. If he don't do that, I'm not 100% sure they're going to sign Shaman to put him on the injury reserve with Mitch. I think they bring up the 2 guys, either Jacob and Hakaparty, or maybe I don't think they would bring up McCullough. No one's seen McCullough. You know what McCullough look like in an NBA uniform? Me neither, Divine. I don't know what the hell he look like.
Yeah, I don't
know what he look like. So if it was me, the betting guy that I am, I would bet Jacob Toppin and Hakaparty. You pay both of them $1.5 million, sit them down, 13th, 14th man on the bench. So be it, and you still stay under the cap with a couple of $100,000, in the bank.
But Hockey Purdy is signed, right, ladies and gentlemen? He is signed already, right?
And he's on the 2-way.
Okay, he's on a 2-way. Okay,
I think it's Hockey Purdy, McCullough and Jacob Toppin all on two ways.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, hey Kerry, I'm with you. I like Kenny Lofton Jr., but we don't know what Tibbs is going to do. It really all depends on what the Knicks organization going to do. I know for me, I just only can guesstimate what these guys are going to do with the people they want to bring in, not bring in. I like Kenny Lofton Jr. I mean, that cat got game for his size, man. I'm surprised, but I'm surprised why he not sticking around too. It's kind of interesting. Like every chance he get a shot at something, whether I don't know he got a certain type of part of the game or the team he just been trying out for that's not work. I think it was Memphis he was out there, a couple of other places, but I like him though, for sure. But you never know what the Knicks might do. But I think they're gonna, knowing the Knicks, they're gonna want to keep it in house because of continuity. They're gonna want to keep this thing in house because of continuity, and people already know how to play in Tibbs' system. So I think there's some things we might got to take in consideration when it comes to what they're gonna do. Like Shamrock wasn't the mainstay. This is first year with the Knicks, but obviously he played with Mikal Bridges, he played with Cameron Payne, so he got a lot of familiarity there with the continuity, and I think that's why they brought him in there because he knew how that. I thought that backcourt was good. I think Cameron Payne and Shamrock was a good damn backcourt. You know what I mean? And it made it even more hard because I thought Tyler Kolek was that guy as well. You know what I mean? So the Knicks got good problems. They don't have no bad problems. They got good problems. But Jacob Toppin could be up in the mix. But I like what Kenny said. You could throw Pressure Chua at the 5, put Cat at the 4. That opens up a spot for Haka Purdy off the bench with Jericho Sims. Deuce Bride, Kolek, and Cameron Payne for now. Them at least be your 10 guys, and everybody else just got to fill out the roster. So we'll see what Tibbs gonna do. I'm quite sure him and Leon Rose, them sitting out there working their magic and see how they're gonna make this roster even more better moving into the season. And I think they're gonna be a pretty special group of people guys to play basketball for New York. And if anything like the way the Liberty playing, it's gonna be fun in New York this year. So let's hope that he's the only guy that really suffers a major injury right now. But they got a lot to work with, no question about it. They got a lot of nice young guys, and let's put this out there. Tibbs play young guys. I think a lot of that about Tibbs don't play young guys. I thought that too. I think Emmanuel quickly played his first rookie year, backed up the whole year. Obi Toppin did get a lot of minutes, but he played. RJ played a lot of minutes this rookie year. Grimes had an opportunity in his rookie injuries, and he made Evan Fournier expendable. So I think Tibbs believe if these guys can help me win, I'm going to play you, and I think that's where he might be on. So, and if he could do that, and then I think we'll wait and see. But we'll see after tonight, ladies and gentlemen, how it goes down. And I do think they're gonna do something to fill that void with Landry Shaman, and we'll see how it goes. They got options, and that's a beautiful thing. New York got options, and they got a lot of things they could do. They can go, put one of the starters in the second unit every now and then, but I don't think they need to. I just think they could do a lot of things, and hopefully that what it boils down to. But ladies and gentlemen, right now, I'm excited about what's going on. I hope y'all are too, man. I think this thing gonna be special. It's gonna be a special year for the Knicks. I think this Cat thing and Anunoby and Mikal Bridges and these guys, I think this thing is gonna be something to see. And let's hope that, like I said, everybody stay relatively healthy, no major injuries, and continue to move forward. And I think that's what it's going to do. But shout power for us tonight's game. What's on tap tonight? I'm just looking for the Knicks to do what they did against the Charlotte Hornets. And what I love about that game against Charlotte, they had their starters out there.
Fact.
They had their starters out there, and that bench held they held their own against LaMelo Ball and them guys, and Brandon Miller and all them guys. Man, they held their own, and I gotta give Haka Purdy and Pressure Chua credit. They were playing hard against Nick Richards, man, and Miles Bridges. They wasn't out there backing down for nothing, and I was like, okay. And then when I see my man coming there, Daddy 8 knocking down 3-point shots from the corner with some beautiful assist passes, come through the lane with a floater game. They was on it, man. And that thunder dunk by Haka Purdy over, man, I'm like, okay, this shit is getting crazy. Jericho Sims snatched down a lot of rebounds. Obviously he got to work on his little offense a little bit more, but he damn sure rebound the hell out of that basketball from New York right now, though. But
everyone talks about in some of the chats that I'm in, and they keep dogging Sims like, we got to get rid of him. We got to do this. Sims is a second unit guy that comes in and gets you 4 to 6 points a night and 7 rebounds. Mm-hmm. That's all you need. That's what you need from Sims. 4 to 6 points a night and about 7, 8 rebounds. And the last couple of games, his average is 5 points and 10 rebounds. That's exactly what we need from Sims coming off the bench. 5, 6 points, 7, 8, 9, 10 rebounds. And a lot of his rebounds, if you didn't notice in the last game at least, was offensive rebounds. He was killing them on the offensive boards.
He was.
Killing them. He was killing them on the. I don't know. I know he had 10. I don't know if he had 5, but I know he at least had 3. I'm really being, I think it was more like 4 or 5, but I know he had at least 3 offensive boards last game. So with that being said, what do we want from our second unit center? All right, Knicks fans, let's be clear. Jericho Sims can come in there, play great defense, block some shots, made a threat of himself. One thing that he is doing a little bit more this year, he's not going for the up fake as much, but he is fouling a little bit more than I can remember in prior years. And I mean, but with that being said, if we bring up our party on the back end, then if Sims go down, and then when we put Cat back in there and Sims got 4 fouls, then we go to Aka Party, just like Tom Thibodeau did 2 games ago. Sims had 5 or 6. Sims could have been easily 16 to 18 minutes for that game. He took him out. Aka Party had about 6 minutes. That could have been all Jericho Sims minutes. He got hurt. Aka Party, Hulk came in, did great work. So maybe they may run a 3-headed monster. You Cat play, then Sims come in, then Cat go back in, then Aka Party come back in. Then, who knows? You know what I mean? There's so many ways that Tom Thibodeau can matriculate this lineup this year, and I'm so happy to see it.
Yeah. You know what's interesting about that when you bring that up? Salute everybody in the building too, man. Let me make sure I shout out my people in the building. Coach, everybody, man. Salute you, Andrew was good, Andy was good, Kerry Cox was good. Salute to all you guys, man. Real talk. Thank y'all for coming in, man. Like you said, I'm away from the studio, so I'm not in my elements right now, ladies and gentlemen. So forgive me for not being able to drop the video and do all the things I need to do, because I'm on the road right now. So I just wanted to make sure I get in and continue doing what we do on Knicks Real Talk, bringing y'all this info and this insight before the pregame to make sure we in tune, man. So, I'm not dripped out the way I need to be, but I'm dripped in the mind, though. That's what's all good. You know what I mean? But continue to all the guys in the chat, man, Darren, everybody. But yeah, man, I've seen a lot of good things, man, that I'm really happy about. And I have no doubt in my mind. Chop Howard, know what's interesting to me? Because of the way Precious Chua could play offense, I'm not opposed to even letting Jericho Sims or Aka Purdy start at the 5 with Cat. And so you have Aka Purdy and Precious Chua in the second unit, because I think Precious Chua got a more of an offense game than both of them. You know what I mean? So you could use his game at the power forward in the second unit with either Aka Purdy or Sims, whichever one Tip would want to start, along with the rest of them guys. And then that gives you a little bit more scoring in the second unit, along with Cameron Payne and Deuce McBride and them. So Tibbs got options, and I think you will get to see a lot of it moving forward, man. Keyshawn was good. Keyshawn, salute to my brother. Salute, Keyshawn, salute. So I think they got a lot of things they could do. They got a lot of ways they can be versatile with this team and this lineup and this whole thing. So I'm just looking forward to some good Knicks basketball, man. But I think some of these young guys are going to pay some dividends in the course of the year somehow, some way. They're going to have an impact on what the Knicks do. And now with the acquisition of these guys that we got, like Mikal and Catnam, I don't want to see no star this year playing over 35 minutes. They don't even need to. Unless you win a game where it's that tight and the other team got these superstars in there. Other than that, they don't need to play none of them guys over 35 minutes. Let the other 13 minutes or whatever and go to the bench guy just to give them a breather and keep the lead or keep the league intact or keep everything intact till the starters come back in. Because knowing Tibbs, he could mix and match pretty well with this team. He could do a lot of different things in a lot of scenarios. But I want to see a lot of good games where we got a lot of good leads going into the fourth quarter. And you know what? The last 8-9 minutes, y'all ain't even got to play. We got this shit locked down. All you young guys get in there and don't blow the lead. And that why they getting that on-the-job training every game that they get in there and show their skill set. Because I do think that our bench going to be good enough to me to sustain any lead that we have because of the defense. Campaign can take defense. Deuce McBride can play defense. Achua is not a slouch defender. and Sims would play some defense. So even if we got some good, comfortable leads, I don't think this team will blow it into these guys. So I'm really looking forward to these guys getting a lot of growth and development over the course of the season. So when the playoffs get here, they'd be ready to rock and roll, man. So it should be a fun season, man. All I can say is let's knock on wood, everybody stay healthy. But other than that, man, they showed me something against the Charlotte Hornets. Let's see how they do tonight against Washington. Obviously, they got their guys there. Valanciunas, they might play their guys. I don't know what Washington game plan is going to be this year, but Jordan Poole and all these guys. What we do is right quick. Let me throw the itinerary on the screen when we get back. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go nowhere. It's Knicks Real Talk, Divine, Shy Powers, Knicks pregame show, Knicks in Washington in the nation's capital at 7 o'clock. Let's get it, man. We'll be back in to talk about it, man. Give me a sec. Let's do it.
Yeah.
We back, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, a little bit of change in the preview because Knicks is not playing a starters tonight. That would have been the case if the starters would have been playing. That's why I put it up there. I thought that Tibbs probably would play a starter tonight, but Coach informed me earlier in the chat that Tibbs is not going to play the starters tonight. So forgive me for that and everything. But if that in any normal circumstances, that would have been the case. It would have been Josh Hart, these guys starting tonight and everything like that. So I'm glad that Coach put us up on that and let us know that the guys is not going to start. And I'm glad of that. We know what the starters could do. We know what our guys could do. It's the bench guys that's more important for the New York Knicks right now to get all this rhythm and get some game time, get some in-play action and get themselves ready for the regular season. So good move by Tibbs resting these guys the last 2 games of the season. That shows me a lot about his maturation as a coach and what he want to accomplish this year, Shy Power. So on any other time, Tibbs would have played them cats all day, every day. But you got to remember, they got a $50 million player. They got a $40 million player. They got some money out there, and they ain't trying to get these cats injured. You know what I mean? Especially with the amount of money they got out there. So I'm glad that Tibbs decided to give them.
Especially if Larry Shaman getting hurt on some freak accident.
Yep. Absolutely. Yeah, it's a good move by Tibbs, man. I have no problem with that, man. Real talk, man. But ladies and gentlemen, we in the building, man. Y'all make sure you hit that button for your brothers, man. Like I said, it ain't your normal Knicks Real Talk because, like I said, I'm out on the road, but Shot drift up in the studio holding it down. I'm out here on the road, man, as you can see. But it's always good to get in here with the family, man, talk Knicks basketball because it's going to be a exciting year. We're going to be here all 82 games and hopefully 16 more after that. Let's get it, man. It's going to be a good year. Ladies and gentlemen, Tuesday night, me and Shot Power got a new intro drop and all that good stuff, man. I'm just excited about the season. Let's hope that the Knicks make us proud and get us to the Eastern Conference Finals or the championship game. I said championship or bust. That's dependent if we stay healthy. But I think they're going to be in there, man. I think if the Liberty can hold it down, the Knicks hold it down, and with everything else going on and with the sports, Mets and Yankees and all this good stuff, it's going to be a fun year and make no mistake about it, man. So let's stay locked in, stay tuned in to Knicks Real Talk, man. Tell a friend. We on a pregame show every game. And obviously we do the post game the day or two after everybody else get their post game show on. That, out of respect to the way we do things in the Knicks community. You got your guys like CT and Simeon who do their post game thing. But me and Sharp Howard always wait the day after to come in with the Knicks Real Talk post-game show because we out of respect. We always make sure we give respect to the people who out here, these content creators, for not taking their space and they not taking out. I really love that about this community because everybody respects each other's boundaries, man. And I think that's so fun to see that how we connected with the community. So let's see, man. It's gonna be a long year, a fun year, man. And I'm looking for these boys doing the damn thing. I like the starting five out there. I love this the way the Knicks put this thing together. Salute to Leon Rose, them Shy Powers. They went in there and built this thing, man. I mean, just think about what we had 2 years ago, what we have now. That is amazing. So, you got to give them their flowers.
Yeah, you can look back as far as when Leon first came here, who we had here, to where we at now. You know what I mean? We there was some ups and downs, some peaks and valleys, like we always say, like you say, the most divine about when Fournier and we got Kenyon, not Kenyon, I'm about to say Kenyon Martin. Why I got his name in my what's the dude from Brooklyn, from New York?
Mikal.
No, that we got the same time that we got Fournier.
Walker.
What's his first name?
Kimba.
Kimba, yeah, right. I was close. Kimba, yeah, Kimba. That was the peaks and valleys. You know what I mean? We made, I think they just got those guys because, and it ended up working out. Fournier ended up going for something nice, and Kimba, we got, what did we get? A trade pick that got Josh Hart here, something like that. I forgot exactly how it went down. You know what I mean? But I'm not as upset. And we finally, the Knicks fans always talk about, oh, we ain't picking up in the trade. We ain't picking up at the picks from the college. We ain't getting that. We did that this year. We went in with 2 or 3 picks, and we came out with 4 players, quality players too. In my opinion, 4 quality players. Tyler Kolek, 4 years in college, solid. Battier played in the Euro League since I think he was 16, so he got 2 or 3 years under his belt. Solid, at least from the last game. Hooker Party played in the Euro League for about 4 years. Solid. You know what I mean? Only person that I don't know anything to say to make him solid is just referring back to his college days is McCullough, because I wanted them to pick McCullough up this year, but he's been hurt. You know what I mean? So we haven't seen him grace the court yet. So we still have some stuff that we still got, and we still got Jacob Toppin. I believe he could be a solid player if he get the minutes. If he get the time on the court, just like he got the time in the G League, you'll see a lot of that stuff that he did in the G League brung forth into the NBA. You know what I mean? Grabbing rebounds, shooting 3-point shots, playing defense. I think he got that in his skill set, and we solid right now. You know what I mean? Yeah, do we need to make any more moves? Maybe, if we were to pick up somebody, I wouldn't be opposed to seeing, but the guys that we got, we could, the way Tom Thibodeau is rotating this rotation right now is so special because he got so many multi-skilled players that can play one or two, or 2 or 3, or 3 and 4, or 3, 4 and 5, or 4 and 5. He got so many guys that he can fit in the lineup. And Tom Thibodeau last year, if Knicks fans don't remember, he ran a small lineup in the second unit. That second unit was a small lineup in that second unit last year. So, yeah, and hopefully he could just extend the rotation to a 10-man. If he could extend the rotation to a 10-man, like you just said, Divine, I don't believe, and I've been saying this for the longest, man. I don't believe none of the starter players will play more than 32 minutes. You gave them 35, I said 32 because of the guys that we have coming off the bench. And if we get out to a good start, the way these guys played last game against our second unit team played against a starting unit in the NBA. Let that sink in, Knicks fans.
Yeah, real talk, man. Coach, you dead on with the Walt Perrin thing, man. He's been Walt Perrin, Brock Aller, Klein, all these guys, man. Even my man,
Rokic.
Rokic, Gordon, man. They all played a major role in the thing. And like I said, you give Leon the credit because he's the head of the snake, but he put a great structure under him. You got capologist, great scout guy like Walt Perrin and drafted some of the better guys in the NBA. I mean, we talking about Donovan Mitchell, all these guys Walt Perrin done brought up in here. So they now running this team like a true front office. That while ago, Knicks didn't have a front office. Especially, I think it all started when Scott Perry got here. Scott Perry brought the front office mentality to the New York Knicks. Learn how to keep all this draft capital, build up this draft capital. and get these all these picks. So when it's time for us to strike hot, they did it. And all them picks, when you talk about when the Knicks going to trade them picks, well, they did that shit when they got Mikal Bridges. So that just go to show you the patience is a virtue. Like they playing chess, everybody else playing checkers. They just got like the coach said, they got gurus all over the place. You know what I mean? And I do think it's gonna be interesting moving forward with Sims and Haka Purdy and all these guys. Fabian, we really got to see what's gonna happen because the good thing about it, what's so crazy about this thing to me, all he got on under these $2 million contracts.
Right.
What I love about what the Knicks is doing, they going to get talent. Like I don't got to spend $30 million on talent. I got guys who got talent and got potential. We just got to bring it out of them. So now they're hiring the right coaches. They're hiring the right people to put the infrastructure around these guys where they can be able to go in the gym because they see the things we don't see. You know what I mean? They in the gym every day with these guys. They working on their game, their craft. They teaching them how to be able to deal with the ins and outs and the nuances of the NBA on a daily basis. So for them to be able to have the guys around and the infrastructure, and Tibbs is no nonsense. The magic is in the work. Go in there, put the work in. The magic is in the work. And if you put the work in, you'll get restored. You're right, exactly, Nick 100. Phil Jackson, the one started that thing. He like, listen, we're not trading away no draft picks. We're gonna keep these draft picks and keep building them, and they carried over for so many things that Phil Jackson people might agree that he didn't do right. He did a lot of good things that was good, and that's one of them. Nick 100, you 100%. He started keeping them picks, and it translated, and then to go bring in Brock Aller just turned this whole thing around because nobody was in the world thought you can get Cat to be able to maneuver this CBA type thing and get Cat. And he went out there and found out how to put $1 over $100,000, $1 over whatever to give them more than what they got, and they did it. It's amazing, man. These cat Rokas and all of them did the damn thing. So salute to them guys, man, for just being on their P's and Q's and Leon and James Dolan saying, listen, this is y'all team. I'm the one writing the checks. Y'all build the infrastructure. And he stayed out the way since Phil Jackson been here. You got to give James Dolan his credit too, because this man just he said, listen, I love the Knicks so much. I might not be the one who know how to run them, but I tried my best. And he brought in the people who was educated enough to run this thing. And look what happened. The results came. Been to the playoffs since Tom Thibodeau got here 3 out of 4 years. They starting to get better as they go. They signed good contracts. And now they really capitalized off of what they did. Now they're about to reap the benefits, Shot Power. So salute to them guys for just running this thing the right way, man. And got a lot of young talent in there. And I think the best is yet to come, man. And I guaranteed you, if the Knicks need somebody to trade in deadline, they'll make a move if they need it. They will. And if they don't make a move, that means they're confident in what they have. If they don't make a move at the trading deadline, they're gonna say, you know what? I'm confident with this team I have and get us to the finals. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, I mean, Divine, that's the caveat off of what you said. Who knew we was gonna get Precious? I mean, who knew we was gonna get Precious Achiuwa? Who knew that we was gonna get OG Anunoby? Who knew that we was gonna get Mikal Bridges? Who knew that we was gonna get Cat? This team moves in silence, and they've been moving in silence for the longest. And this is a strong team. This team right here that they put together, paper-wise, is a very, very strong team. You got guys in your starting unit that's hitting 50% from the field goal percentage. You got guys that's shooting 40%, at least 38% from the three-point land. You got guys in your starting unit shooting over 80% from the free throw line. You got guys that average about 5 rebounds a game in your starting unit. That is a powerful starting unit, you know what I mean? And once they really can congeal and get together and really be on that same page, not different paragraphs, but on the same page, on the same sentence, it's going to be a riggedy, Divine. I'm amped. I'm amped to see this game tonight because I didn't know that they were last game game. I didn't know that they was going to start the starters, and I mean, it was surprised when once we got off the last once we got off the last pod, they started the starters, and I'm more amped to see how they work it out now without having Shaman in there. Who are they going to fill in for Shaman minutes? Because Shaman Shamit was filling in for about 13 to 17 minutes a game since he been here. You know what I mean? That's why I was saying this guy is going to probably be one of the second unit guys. Who are they going to put in there for that 13 to 17 minutes? That's what I want to see what they're going to do this year, because we already seen Tom Thibodeau be down players last year and fill in the gaps, and the gaps, once you sand it down a little bit, is smooth as butter.
Yeah, facts, real talk. AP, you right about that. Liberty can mess around, win that thing tonight, man. This is a beautiful time to be a New York fan, sports fan, man. Both our teams are in the ALDS and the NLDS. You got the basketball team in the finals. As you know, obviously our football team got a little work to do, but then our basketball team, at least the Knicks from a standpoint, going to be a pretty decent team this year. So it's just fun all around, man. Let's see how this thing go, man. But I think after tonight's game, they get ready. They got Saturday, Sunday, Monday to sit down, really get your mind right, because like I said, it's about to go down Tuesday night in Beantown. It's gonna be a Boston Massacre on ring night. Knicks going up in there, and they're gonna do the damn thing. I'm just excited about this thing overall, man. And we just got a lot of things. But I do want to give Coach his flowers on one thing. Coach been on the cat thing as well as us. He has been a staple about the cat situation. And Coach, I'm glad that you kept your mind focused on that, and it became a reality. Just when a lot of people thought it wasn't gonna happen, I knew it was just too many I's and T's that made sense, that was dotted and crossed, and there was too many variables in what Cat brought to the Knick organization, because of the people he know, who he with, how he got here, where he from, all that just line. It like the stars align for Cat to come to New York. And I'm so happy he here. And salute to Julius Randle and all the God, man. But the way he doing at the center spot for New York right now, we haven't had since Patrick Ewing, damn near. So somebody who can get buckets like that, rebound the ball. You know, when he played the center spot, he get more rebounds compared to when he was playing the stretch four out there in Minnesota when they had Gobert there. So now you're might see Cat snatching down 10, 12 rebounds a game now, because until Mitch get back or Tom Thibodeau decide to throw him at the 4 spot, long as he at the center spot, I think you're gonna see double Cat every night, man. Every night, shot power. So salute to you, my man, Coach, for staying on that Cat train, man, because that was a good train to stay on, a good train to ride. And he rolled that shit right in the motherfucking Penn Station now. Now we up in this piece. So we see how it goes out the night, man. And then, like I said, Tuesday night, it all goes down, man. We're going to have an amp show. Try to, get it live and going, man. It's going to be fun, man. Yeah, make sure y'all get off work when you can. Get home and get yourself locked in.
Get ready.
Popcorn ready. Get ready, man, because the season going to be after that. Then obviously after that, we got opening night at Madison Square Garden with the Indiana Pacers. We owe them one, you know what I mean? Because they beat the injured New York Knicks team, and they thought they were feeling themselves. So, we owe them one. So I think that's going to be a massacre at the Garden. Man, they did something. They brought in James Wiseman, did some things, signed Obi and all them. Obviously, they get Ben Mathurin back and all that stuff. We'll talk about that when the time comes. But they're going to be an interesting team. But Knicks fear no one, ladies and gentlemen. Knicks fear no team in the NBA this year. None. They never did anyway. But I just think that when you go up against a team that we have, with the wings that we have, and the center that we have, and the point guard that we have, and the defense physicality that we have, and all that good stuff, it's going to be pretty special to see, man. So New York going to be buzzing, man, and I'm going to be right there for it all day, every day, man. And let's get it popping. Hey, Nick 100, let me ask you a question that you put that name up. Shaw Powell, we didn't. I think somebody put up earlier. I don't know. I can't recall who did it. Whether Nick Nostalgic or one of them. We forgetting about T.J. Warren take his Shamit spot.
It is possible, and he would probably take that $2 million contract, and he's right there. He's on the same Exhibit 9 as Shamit was. Salute to Buzzer Beater. Salute to Nick Yak. There was somebody else I want to say salute to. I've seen in here. Nick, salute to Knicks with a Z. Salute for being in here. Thank you. Man, it is a possibility that we could see TJ, and he's been playing pretty okay basketball. And I remember him when he had the corn braids in there. I was looking at him. I was like, I remember this dude. I was like, I don't know, who is this dude? The name sound familiar. I don't remember this dude. So I did my homework. I went back and watched some old tapes of him when he had his corn braids. The dude is nice. I mean, he just couldn't stay healthy. I mean, that was his problem. But, you know, if he wants to sign, he has a lethal knockdown 3-point shot. He has a perimeter game that's about 47, I think it was 47-something%. And he shoots about 80% from the free throw line. Sure, I'm down with that. And if he could keep the cap under that second apron, I'm more than willing to get him. Then we just bring up one of the players from the G League. And I mean, because I believe one of the players is coming up from the G League. The breakdown from the G League is any one of those players could get signed for 1.5. Oh man, I ain't got my book. I think it's $1.5 million. I think it's 1.5. And we're right now at 3 point almost 5 and some change money that we have to be under the second apron. So if he wants to take $1 million, 1.5, and Shamrock was going to get $2 million, so that's 3.5. And I mean, that kept us with a couple of $100,000 that was keeping us from under the bank. If he wants to take that $2 million contract, sure. He's a great player. He plays a little bit of defense, knockdown 3-point shooter. Field goal percentage is around 48%. His short jump shot, and he shoots about 38% from 3-point land, and about I think it was sometimes I wish I do all my homework downstairs. I never bring my bucks up, but I think his free throws in the 80s, 80 low 80s, 81, 82, 83, something like that. Bring him on. I'm with it. He getting into the rotation. We'll see tonight. Tonight is the night because Shaman is out. Who's going to fill in that position? Is it going to be Patty? Is it going to be Pat, man? Is it going to be TJ? Because we need to sign 2 more players before Tuesday. 2 more players got to be added onto this roster to go into the season with a 14-man roster. If I'm not mistaken, I think we have to at least go in with a 14-man roster. I think there's a tax put on you if you go in with a 13-man roster, and I don't think the Knicks want to pay any tax money that they don't have to.
Yeah, real talk. Hey, you know what? Hey, coach, I think situation with TJ Warren with injuries, even when he was in Indiana, coming out of North Carolina, coming out of North Carolina State, TJ Warren gave buckets, bro. I mean, that cat was dropping to mad buckets for the Indiana Pacers. But like I said, I think that foot injury derailed him a little bit. And then Butterbeat, I agree with you on that, man. I still think they will do that eventually. And and I say all that to say, can you imagine a starter lineup with Mitchell Robinson and Cat, Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, and Jalen Brunson? You got rim protection. You got a stretch 4. Oh my God! I mean, so the Knicks got a lot of options. That's a good one, Coach. Ricky Lilo dropped his 58 in China. Yeah, I thought Ricky Lilo was going to do something for us, Coach, but unfortunately, he had a little bit of offense game, but he just never stuck in the NBA. But I thought he was going to be a special player, but it didn't pan out the way you needed to pan out for him. D-Roz was good, my man. Salute to D-Roz. Salute to everybody in the chat. Y'all cats in here doing what y'all doing. We appreciate y'all, man. Y'all make sure you hit that button for you and me and my brother. Like I said, I'm out here on location. I'm not in the building today, so y'all forgive me for not being in my proper attire and all that stuff. I'm out on the road traveling, man. But I will be in the building dripped up on Tuesday night. We're gonna be live up in this piece, man. I'm super excited about this season. Let's get it popping. Other than that, shot power. The game tonight should be pretty much simple. Go out there and just work on your game today. Get some more minutes for these young guys. Get them in rhythm. Get them connected to what they're doing, and then just have some fun with it tonight. They shook the rust off, and I started to be ready Tuesday night against that high power team. Boston they got a team just like ours. I mean, you talking about defense? They crazy out there as well with my man Holiday and Derek White and Jaylen Brown. They got a good team down there, so I ain't gonna sleep on. They defend the champ. Rightfully so. They are the defending champ. We got to recognize them as that. But I also think I think we did a lot of good things to get us up to that level. And let's see how it goes, man. It's going to be real fun in the building on Tuesday, man. Last time me and Shout Powers seen Boston and the Knicks on open night, we was in the building. That was crazy. Yeah. We was in the building.
We screamed out of the damn thing all the way to the cars. 14 missed free throws. That's all we were screaming, because I think that night they missed about 14 free throws, and we lost by 5. And we lost by 5 points.
5 points. Yeah. And then we redeemed ourselves at Game 6 against the Miami Heat. Game 5 at Miami Heat in the playoffs. We lost Game 6, but they was lit. So it's gonna be a fun year. A lot of battles going on in New York. And I'm looking forward to these cats getting out there making it happen. I think Knicks going to be a good team, man. I know they're going to be a good team. And for what I've seen, real quick, ladies and gentlemen, for what I've seen in preseason, the way Anunoby and Mikal Bridges was locking down these wing players in these teams, you got to love what you see. I see Cat hustling on the defense side of the ball, blocking a shot here, there. Jalen Brunson still doing Jalen Brunson things, and Deuce Bryant I think Deuce Bryant got a chance to be Sixth Man of the Year. I mean, he is lighting it up, man. This cat confidence is on another level. I mean, Deuce McBride is officially one of my favorite Knicks, bro, because that young brother got the heart, he got the grit, he got the determination, gets up in your grill, picks you up 94 foot, and he shoot the ball with confidence. I mean, he is raising with that shot, man. And he getting in the lane, breaking the lane down a little more than he used to. So it's really, like I said, it's hard to judge these kids at the tune they start. They don't have a chance to go through their repetition in the league for a couple of years. And I think Deuce McBride is a prime example of that. You know, he was killing it up in Westchester. Coach Tidd kept throwing him in there when they needed to, because he had to sit back and learn the NBA, because when you're coming out of college, 38th, 39th pick or 34th pick or 55th pick, whatever, the reason why you got drafted down there because people thought that you wasn't good as you can be. But, and now you look at where he at and what he have done, and I see why DiVincenzo was not here. I see why you had to put him in the trade. Not saying he's better than DiVincenzo, but he shoot the ball from out there just as good as DiVincenzo do. So now that his defense is special, he could make just as good as DiVincenzo good. And even though he's not a playmaker, he could make the ball when he need to. So I'm happy with that, man. Superman, Jet for life. Jet, what's good, my brother? Good to see you, my man. Salute. Jet for life in the building. Nick Yak said, I said Hawker Party would be the fan favorite. Let me get my man up there. Nick Yak said, I said Hawker Party would be the fan favorite and take Sims' spot by preseason game. So far, 1 down, and tonight you finish the prize. Hey, go ahead and make it happen, Nick. Yeah, good call, my man. I mean, like I said, Hawker Party, and I think you would have seen more of him if he wouldn't have had that injury going into the summer league. So you didn't really get to see a lot of Hawker Party because coming off that meniscus thing, whatever he had. And but man, the brother he played with a lot of force. And and let's see what it goes, man, because that means by the trading deadline, you might guys like Sims and them, you never know what might happen. Right. Like I said, so let's see. But so far, so good from that standpoint, ladies and gentlemen, about what the Knicks are doing and how they're doing it and what they're going to do moving forward. Chop, what you looking for in that game tonight, man? The starter's not playing. What you really looking for tonight in that game?
I said it this whole stream, man. The one thing that I'm looking for is to see who is the person that's going to fill in the spot for Shamet. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Who's going to be that guy that is going to fill in that 13 to 17 minutes of basketball play that Shamet was giving us in the last couple of preseason games? That's the only thing that I'm really looking for. I already know the Knicks have a very good team. We already beat this team right now. Tom Thibodeau is going to go out there and work some wonders with this team. And you talk about in the starting unit, Mikal Bridges and OG Anunoby being defensive monsters. But in the second unit, you got Deuce McBride and Cameron Payne, monsters on defense. You know what I mean? They are playing scorched earth type of defense in that second unit. With a little bit of pressure on the side, they are doing so much great work on the defensive end. So this is the thing that, we'll see tonight. Like I said, the biggest thing that I'll be looking for is to see who fills in that 13 to 17 minutes of what Landry Shamet was playing. Who's going to be that guy to fill in the minute? Is it going to be more Tyler Kolek? Is it going to be more Pat-Man? Is it going to be who? Is it going to be? Is it going to be T.J. Warren to get some of those minutes and stuff like that? So this is what I'm going to be looking for when this game goes on. Who is going to fill in that 13 to 17 minute game? I think everybody else already. And please watch. Everybody think Hawker Party is going to take Jericho Sims minutes. Pay attention to what Jericho Sims does on the rebound. How he rebounds the basketball. He is an aggressive rebounder, intimidates on the defensive end, and he could get you 4 to 6 points a game. I think, if I'm not mistaken, his average is 5 points, 10 rebounds. All right. For a backup center that's going to only play somewhere between 13 to 17 minutes or something like that a game, That is not bad. 5, 6 points and 10 rebounds, and maybe 4 of those 10 rebounds be offensive rebounds. Watch out. I mean, Hakapodi, he has got the style and the dunking and all that stuff. But Jericho Sims has that same thing. He knows the system, and he is averaging in the 2 preseason games. He was sick one game. He twisted his ankle. He hurt his ankle. I'm sorry, not sick. He hurt his ankle. He has averaged 5 points and 10 rebounds. So don't underestimate Jericho Sims, man. Let's see what he does tonight. And I mean, because Hakapodi probably gets some minutes tonight. The one thing Jericho Sims is doing that is a hindrance to the Knicks is he's fouling a little bit more than he did last year. But if he could he's not getting caught with the up fake as much. As a matter of fact, he's even making moves to the basket and throwing an up fake on people before usually he grabs the ball and goes up explosive. I seen him dribble the ball 2 times, dribble the ball, up fake the guy. The guy gets in the air and he jumps in the guy and he gets a foul. Now he ain't knocking down the free throw like that. But that's what I'm looking for tonight.
Yeah, you know what? Here's a good thing about that thing. They both bring something different to the table that works for the Knicks. To me, it's not even about is Hakapurdy better than Sims or Sims better than Hakapurdy. What's important is that they both have some that helps the Knicks win a basketball game. Hakapurdy is uber aggressive. I love that about him. He's more uber aggressive than Sims is, but Sims is a better rebounder. He plays with a lot of veracity and a lot of force. Sims got brolic this year, got a little bit more swell and everything like that. So they both bring intangible to the Knicks team, man. And the only one gonna make that decision is Tom Thibodeau. Whatever player we like is better than it don't even matter what we think. It's that with Tom Thibodeau gonna say, you know what? If I need some strong rebounding, I'm gonna throw this guy in. But I love Hakapurdy game though. I think him and Tyler Kolek and Daddy and all them guys, they got some good futures for the New York Knicks. And you need guys like that when you got contracts that we have on that team. You know what I mean? You had to have guys like them young guys who hungry. They're hungry. We got guys with big contracts who's hungry because they gotta live up to the contract. We got young guys who hungry because they want to be able to be a part of this NBA experience.
Right.
So you can't go wrong either way. And tonight I think you're gonna see Pressure Chua, Hakapurdy and Sims. You're going to see Tyler Kolek. You're going to see Daddy A. You're going to see all these dudes. I hope Jacob Toppin ain't in it. He can suit up tonight. So I think the Knicks is in a good situation no matter what, man, with this team and everything like that. So let's see how it goes. Ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for coming on, hanging out with us on, like I said, me being on the road, Shaw Powers holding it down in the stew. You know how we do, man. But the game come on in a few minutes. Y'all just make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button for your brothers and everybody. Thank y'all for coming in. And everybody who just came in, Shaw Powers, follow Shaw Power today, man. We know we appreciate you guys, man. Y'all know without you guys in the chat and then watching this show, Knicks Real Talk won't be nothing without you guys. And that's why we one of the few shows that we are that big on the chat. We know what the chat means to us. This show is predicated on the panel and the chat. Because you cats, that's where it's at up there, what y'all do, man. Y'all some wild brothers. Y'all got a lot of, I'm quite sure y'all cats can have your own podcast because that's how good y'all are with the knowledge that y'all have. So we appreciate y'all dropping that info in here and all that good stuff. Agent Super Argo, what's good, my man? Salute to you. I know it's a little late and everything like that, but we want to get out of here. But right now, thank you, AP. Knicks was up. The Mets was up 10-2. That's good to see. I hope we can get this thing going, man. And let's see if Liberty can close it out tonight, ladies and gentlemen. See the Knicks win the game tonight. And y'all have a great weekend. Me and Shaw Power will be out in the field tomorrow, shooting video, doing all that crazy stuff in Manhattan. We're going to get it popping there so we can get this new intro popping off. Y'all stay tuned for the show, man. And tell a friend to help the brothers grow the channel, man.
Word up.
We'll be in our new drip pretty soon, man, and all that. But we just trying to take it one step at a time. Grow this channel. I know it's this the OG show, but we love to make sure that everybody in tune. Tell the young heads, the old heads, everybody, man. Let's get this thing popping, man, and let's have this thing going. And all you cats, one day when starting next season too, ladies and gentlemen, Tuesday, I will be opening up the panel after we get through the pregame preview, get through the itinerary, the next last half hour of the show. the people, some other content creators come on, get in here and express themselves and give us their thoughts and feedback on what the Knicks going to do that game night, like good stuff. Like I said, y'all look out for the post-game show coming up this season, man. We popping in the post-game another day or two after everybody else get their thing on, because it's only right that we make sure the guys who've been holding down the post-game for the Knicks community all these years, whether it's Sims, CT, whoever, Lawrence, Ted, whoever, no matter who it is. So we'll come on a day after them, let everybody get to do what they need to do. Peace to the God, Allah, wise. What's good, my brother? Knowledge, you already know. That's my air like right there. Salute to you. But let's get it popping, man. Nick's about to come on. Chop Powers, holla at your boy, man. We're going to get up out of here.
Salute to you, Devon. Salute to the family in the chat. Let's get it.
Let's get a salute to everybody, man. Enjoy the game, man. We got the young boys representing tonight, man. We got the bench mob in the building tonight. Starters is not playing tonight. Thank you, Coach, for bringing that information to us. Y'all enjoy the game. Y'all enjoy it. Be safe out there, man. Have a good weekend. We will see y'all Tuesday afternoon. Knicks, Boston, opening night. It's about to go down in Beantown. The Boston Massacre about to take place. Let's get it. To all my peoples in the chat, man, that's where it's at, man. Y'all cats is the best. And we'll see y'all on the other side, man. Next we'll talk Devon Shop Out. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, I'm on location. I didn't have the intro to close out the show, so forgive me for that. But, man, thank y'all for coming in and supporting the show, man. And like I said, tell a friend, hit that button. Don't cost you nothing. Stop fronting. We bumping. Peace.